definition of the fruits of the Spirit and of faithfulness, and it's kind of easy to understand, right? It says this, one commentary says, faithfulness is a firm and unwavering loyalty and devotion to a person to whom one is united by promise or commitment. That's what it means to be faithful. You're united by a promise or a commitment. It assumes being honest and trustworthy, and it requires actively following through on your commitments. That is a good definition of faithfulness, right? It's what you made a commitment and you follow through on that. Now, that one most people understand. Faithfulness, we get it. Like, he was unfaithful to me, she was unfaithful to me. I want to be faithful to God, faithful to my friends, faithful to my job, faithful to church, whatever. But it's the goodness part that gets us confused and makes us idiots. And I don't want you to be an idiot. I don't want to have a church full of idiots. I don't want to be an idiot, right? Some of you are like, then stop talking and then you won't be an idiot. Okay, but here's what it is. Here's what the commentary said about goodness. It's so important for us to understand this today. Goodness is a character trait that causes someone to do what is right and beneficial for others. It includes passion for the truth. That's part of being good. And hatred for what is evil. So, and I'm going to explain this a little more. It is often expressed, okay, because we talk about, I'm passionate about the truth and I'm against what's evil or what's wrong, okay? But listen to this. It is often expressed in acts of kindness. You know some Christians who are not kind? You don't know any of them? I'll introduce you to some of them. Most of them don't go here, okay? Right? Okay, so it is often expressed in acts of kindness or in challenging or correcting evil and injustice. Now, the reason that goodness can be confusing and cause us to become religious idiots to the world around us is that most of us understand being good as standing up for the truth and maybe speaking out against things that are not the truth. Everybody get what I'm talking about? Like, we get that, right? That's what it means to be good. But that's only part of the definition. And the challenge is standing up for good and against evil while simultaneously doing what is right and beneficial for others and expressing it through acts of kindness. You know what I'm talking about? That's when we become idiots. When we want to express our displeasure with things in the world that are not right, right? When we get in those conversations where we want to stand up for what's right and for what the Bible teaches, and I agree with that. That's part of being good. And we want to, like, when do I not be quiet? Like, when do I say something, right? But how do I do that with the best interests of others and with acts of kindness, right? And when we do that, right, in other words, we can get easily so wrapped up in proving that we're right that we forget to love people and be kind. Have you ever met somebody that has been right, but they're just not nice? No? I mean, I meet them when I'm in meetings with other pastors. I'm like, I don't even want to sit next to you, dude, because you're not kind or nice, right? And and if you're another pastor and you're watching this, it's not you, okay? But I mean, they're out there, right? And when that happens, guys, the world is no longer listening to the message about a loving and forgiving Savior whose name is Jesus. They're not. They just hear us. The Bible talks about they hear a clanging gong or a clashing cymbal, right? How they're wrong and going straight to hell. And listen, even if it's true that they're wrong, and even if it's true that they need Jesus in their life, right? They will never open up to the Jesus that I know and you know that ate with sinners and tax collectors and spent time with them. The truth is, when it came to the religious people that thought they had it all figured out, Jesus didn't have a lot of nice things to say to them.